Subscribe to this channel and press the bell icon to get notified for the latest tech videos.
Hey, what's up YouTube, this is Wasay here, and in this video I'm going to show you how you can set up your PS5 Slim Disc Edition for the very first time. So let's begin the video. In order to set up your PS5 Slim for the very first time, you're going to need the following things. First of all, your actual PS5 Slim, either the disc or the discless edition, PS5 feeds or stand that come with the PlayStation, or you can buy it separately, a power cable to power your PlayStation, an HDMI cable to connect your PlayStation with your monitor or TV, or USB Type-C to Type-C cable to connect your DualSense controller with your PS5, and lastly the DualSense controller itself. So all of these things come in the box with the PS5 Slim. The first thing is to set up the stand of the PS5 Slim. So you can place it vertically like this. So for that you need to buy the stand separately, and if you want to place it horizontally you can use the feet that are provided within the box. In order to place it horizontally, you're going to have this iconic icon at the bottom of the PlayStation, which is the triangle, circle, X and square. So basically this means that the feet will be placed on this side, and here if you see on the cut closely, you're going to have total of 4 holes where your feet are going to go in. So here you can see on the feet, this is the place that is going to go inside our PlayStation. So we're going to use it like this, align with the holes, place it in, the other one as well, and now your PlayStation is going to look something like that. So after that, here is the front of the PlayStation, and you can place it like that, and that's all. On the back side of the PlayStation, you have the HDMI port, LAN port, two USB-A ports and a power port. So we're going to connect one end of the HDMI port to our TV or monitor, and the other end will be connected to the HDMI port of our PlayStation like this. The second port is your LAN port. So if you do not have Wi-Fi in your home, or if your LAN internet connection is pretty fast, then you can connect the LAN port onto your PS5. However, if you have Wi-Fi connection, then it can work as well. The LAN port is not necessary. And lastly, we're going to connect the power port to our PlayStation. It's going to take a little bit of wiggling and it's going to go in, and the other end will be connected to the wall power output. So that's all for the ports on the back side of the PlayStation. Once all the ports are connected, make sure to power on your monitor or OLED TV or anything like that. And after that, I have connected the PS5 to the wall outlet. Now we are going to click on the power button that is right here, and it should start. For this, you're going to have this blue light on the PlayStation 5 as well. Now we need to connect our DualSense controller with the PlayStation. So we're going to use the Type-C to Type-C cable that is provided. One end will be connected to our PlayStation and the other end to our DualSense controller. After that, you're going to click on the PlayStation button on your DualSense 4 controller, and it's going to show the screen to select your language. So for that, just click on X to select your language. Continue with the home screen reader. We're going to click on continue. So from here you can set up internet connection. If you have a LAN port, you can set up by connecting the LAN port, or if you do not have a LAN port, you can connect to your Wi-Fi. It's important that you connect to your Wi-Fi and download the latest firmware, because if you have a disc edition PS5 like I have, then it needs to register it first. After that, you can use your disk drive. So if you don't connect it to the internet and register it, then the disk drive won't work. So I'm going to connect to my internet connection. So you can adjust the display area as well. For now, I'm going to click on continue. Here it's going to show you different options: low power use, optimize experience, or custom. So you can set up power options when your PlayStation is in the rest mode. For now, we're going to go with low power use. Click on OK. Agree to the terms and conditions after reading them. Again, now since I have internet connection, I'm going to update the software so that I have the latest firmware from Sony, and also my disk drive is registered. Click on continue. It's going to download the system software, and it will depend on your internet speed. So the system software will be updated and our PS5 will restart. We're going to click on update, and now we're going to wait until the update is completed. You can see that the update is 1.187 GB and around 6 minutes are remaining. We're going to click on the PlayStation button after the update has been completed. So DualSense wireless controller software update is available. Again, I'm going to update now so that all the updates are done on my PlayStation and the controller. So it's been around like 5 to 10 minutes and it's still on the loading screen after the update. So if you're having the same issue, then the best way to troubleshoot is to long press the power button to turn off the PlayStation. You can see preparing to turn off your PS5, and then we are going to manually start it again because sometimes the update stucks and we have to power it off and power it on again. So once the light has been powered off, we are going to power on the PlayStation again and hopefully it will work now. So this is some issue that people are facing in the internet as well, where their screen gets stuck when they are powering on their PlayStation for the very first time. And now we're going to click on the PlayStation button, and you can see it's going to resume our update, and now it's updating our disk drive again. If you want to use the disk drive for the very first time, you have to update. So for now I'm going to continue without the disk because I don't have any game right now. So here you can sign into your PlayStation account using your phone's mobile app, or if you don't have an account you can create one or sign in manually. I'm going to sign into my account. So these are the two games that I can download from my previous PlayStation account, as I have bought them online and they are compatible with the PS5. So I have Spider-Man, Miles Morales and Fall Guys. So I'm going to download the games later because it does have Astro's Playroom pre-installed in it. So from here you can download any media apps you want on your PlayStation like Disney, Hulu, Prime, Netflix and so on. So you can select the apps that you want and deselect that you don't want to be installed on your PlayStation. So I'm not seeing YouTube's option right here, so I'm going to do this later again. If you want to transfer data from your old console to the new one, you can do so, but I don't have much data, so I'm not going to do this. However, you can do this at the later stage as well. Welcome to PlayStation 5, and when you're going to see this screen, it means that your PlayStation 5 has been completely set it up. And from here you have two options, the media and games menu. On the top left, I am in the media. If I go to the games, click on it, it's going to show you any games that you have on your PlayStation. If I go and open Astro's Playroom, it's going to open it up, and I highly recommend that you play this game first because it's going to show you all the capabilities that your DualSense controller have and the immersiveness of the PlayStation 5. And currently it's using the speaker of the DualSense because the monitor does not have any speaker right now, and now I'm feeling all the vibrations and the motors that the DualSense controller has, and that's why I highly recommend to play this game first. It's going to show you the adaptive triggers that it has and so on. So I'm just going to go back to the home screen by clicking on the PlayStation button and going to home. And lastly, if you want to power off your PlayStation, then all you need to do is to click on the PlayStation button on your DualSense controller. You're going to go down, and here first of all it's going to show you the battery level of your DualSense controller, but lastly here you have the power menu. Click on X to select it. You can enter rest mode, turn off PS5 or restart it. So I'm going to turn off, and this way you can properly turn off your PS5. So yeah guys, in this way you can set up your PS5 Slim Disc Edition. If you guys like this video, like, share, subscribe. If you have any other questions, write them in the comment section below, and if you have not subscribed to my channel, please do so. Other than that, thank you for watching, and as always, stay safe.